Vinyl update video, take 2. Thwap. What's going on, vinyl community? It's LJ. And yes, take 2, because my battery just died in the middle of shooting this same video, and I went on and rambled for a good 3 or 4 minutes before I had any idea it had died. What are you gonna do? Hey, quick, before we get started, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all that stuff to everybody in the vinyl community. I really just wanted to stop for a second and say, as far as the entire year goes, a big shout out, a huge thank you to everyone in the vinyl community, and not just those that make videos, but to everybody that participates in the vinyl community in their own way. There's people that make videos, there's people that comment on videos, and there's obviously people that just watch videos and don't comment, and don't make videos, or somewhere there in between. And I think that's awesome, that the vinyl community is that type of place where there's no right or wrong way to fit in. Do you know what I mean? I get PMs every now and then. Love your videos, don't make my own. How should I go about making my own video? What do I have to do to join the vinyl community? I get that one every now and then. Does anyone else? Somebody will stumble onto a VC video and they'll send me a PM that says, how do I join the VC? There is no joining. There is no right or wrong way to fit into the vinyl community, and I think that's fantastic. So for everybody that puts their heart and soul or time in any fashion into the vinyl community, thank you for kick-ass 2012. Bring on 2013. Happy holidays to everybody in the vinyl community. Yay, let's move on. Records! Ha! First up, here's a couple that came to me from my brother Gil, all the way out on the West Coast. Gil in California, KingsDrummer. So, Gil sent me a text and he said, bro, I'm out digging and I stumbled on Whitesnake live in the heart of the city. Need it? I know you're looking for Whitesnake. And I did need it. And Gil's right, I was looking to plug up my Whitesnake collection. This is one of, I want to say 3 that I needed. This, Love Hunter, and Saints and Sinners, which is awesome because it's a fantastic copy. Gil, thank you so much, not only for this, but for sneaking King Crimson's Beat, a promo copy at that, into the box. Such a fantastic album. If you watched Gil's last video, I flipped the box over to him as well, and they like crossed each other in the air. They both dropped to us on the same day. We actually sent each other messages and said, it's been a couple of weeks, do you have your package yet? And no, and then lo and behold, that same day, post office ears were ringing and they dropped the packages. Gil, I'm glad you got and dug your stuff, and thanks so much for thinking of me while you were out digging and grabbing me this Whitesnake LP. I've wanted to grab it for a while, and I never have, and I'm super happy. Thank you. Next up, I got a package from the Random 1369, who is vinyl community member Chad down in Texas. And Chad sent me a PM a while back and said, give me your address, I want to send you something, which is absolutely cool, it's fine with me. Chad, I opened this live about 5 minutes ago, and my battery died, brother, so here's what Chad sent. First of all was a CD. This is Pimpadelic. It's a band that Chad wanted me to hear. I have absolutely no familiarity with them, but I mean, for a Southern rock fan, you got a Confederate symbol right there. I mean, you're already on the right track, dude. I can't wait to listen to that. And a copy of a live Pantera show from 1998. So Pantera in their absolute heyday. This is my favorite period for that band. I'm really looking forward to that. Chad also stuck some stuff in the box. Check that out for a sticker. Oh yeah, that's awesome. And some stuff that I've only seen paraphernalia from, I think, in Punk Texas videos in the past, from Doc's Records. And here's a bag from Doc's as well. And now I get it when people say they dig the Newberry Comics bag when I send stuff to them in VCLT. Which for me, it's like, yeah, it's Newberry Comics, whatever, but it's just, it's not there. So to get something like Doc's, which I'll never find here, is super cool. And a cool postcard from Texas. It just feels right. And Merry Christmas to Chad. And I love Texas. I've spent quite a bit of time there working in the past, and it's fantastic. Now, the gem in the box was this. Oh my God, Chad, wow. Pantera Walk EP. It's a 6-song EP. Some remixes of some cool songs. Walk, Fucking Hostile, By Demons Be Driven. Live versions of Heresy and Cowboys from Hell. I think I've only seen this out in the wild once, and this is a brand new sealed copy. So Chad, that is awesome, and thank you so much. And you know I'm gonna find some way to get back at you and send down something towards deep in the heart of Texas that you'll dig and you can add to your collection. This was super cool, man. I cannot wait to play this. What a prime period for this band that was. They were easily one of my favorites at that time, and Cowboys from Hell to this day remains one of my top metal albums ever. I absolutely love it. Infinitely listenable. Thank you, Chad, so much, and Gil, thank you too. Heading into the vinyl update stuff, here's some stuff that either I kind of just picked up or is kind of slowly making its way out of the inbox queue down here. First is something of a grail. It's kind of been a low-hanging fruit for a while, and it's what's on in the background. It's a-ha's Stay on These Roads. I'm a huge synth-pop, new wave, post-punk. I need to do a video on that, kind of a toolkit. And here is a-ha's Stay on These Roads. This was kind of the final of their first three and what many consider their key albums. This is from '88. The Living Daylights is still and will always be a-ha's best tune, in my opinion. Just so much energy, infinitely listenable, just like I just said about Pantera. Two totally different genres, but for me, when synth pop sets in, I get stuck in that synth rut for a couple of months and listen to almost nothing but. And this is fantastic. I have Hunting High and Low, Scoundrel Days, took a while to find, and then I found like three right behind each other. But Stay on These Roads took a while to get into my collection. I'm really happy with it. It sounds fantastic. It's near mint, and I couldn't be more thrilled that it's here. Here's another one that kind of I file away with the new wave and the synth pop stuff. This is Run Rig. This was a blind buy. This is the Cutter and the Clan. This is absolutely fantastic. This is from 1987, I believe. It's like Scottish rock. If you can think of Big Country. Their debut album, The Crossing, that had that huge song in it, Big Country on it. This could be like a sequel to that album. They play so beautifully back to back. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommended. And while we're talking about Scots and synth-pop and new wave, let's say Simple Minds, Sister Feelings Call is one of the few, maybe two, Simple Minds albums I'm missing. And this is really early Simple Minds, 1981, on that early Virgin label. And this was killer because this is Simple Minds right around the kind of still the Life in a Day period before they got anywhere near the Breakfast Club or New Gold Dream. So it's still got like that Eurodance feel to it. Really good stuff. Here's we'll shift into rock now for the rest of this. Here's the new Stones pickup. This is Sucking in the 70s. And this is a compilation of kind of leftovers and B-sides from the 70s. This was issued in 81, so it would have been right around Tattoo You. But I did not have this, and I'm usually leery of comps, but I am trying to complete the Stones. I'm probably a couple albums away from doing it, and Everything is Turning to Gold on this is just an amazing track. Absolutely amazing. I don't think that was on a Stones LP, but man, is it good. And as far as later period Stones go, well, I guess later period, they're still at it, right? So late 70s Stones go. This was fantastic. And an upgrade copy of Let It Bleed. Let It Bleed is a fantastic album that needs no introduction. I mean, whether you're talking about Gimme Shelter or Monkey Man's a favorite, or You Can't Always Get What You Want, I was tickled pink to find a super early London stereo copy of this, which mine is, but mine's just a little, the vinyl's not perfect, this one's just gorgeous. So I was stoked to find that. Here's a couple from Queen. This is one I never had on vinyl. I've had this on CD forever. This is Queen's Live Killers. Whenever I do find this, it's just shot, and it's expensive, and I won't tolerate either. So to have finally found a really nice near mint copy for a really fair price, I pounced on this fast. And this just has, I mean, the inner sleeves, you know, it's everything that a good 70s live LP should be. Killer photo collage. It's a killer set list. The vinyls are in great shape. Really neat labels. One of them is red. And this is just really recorded well, produced well. And the other is green. And it sounds fantastic. I'm so happy that I finally got a copy of this on vinyl. I probably spun that 3 or 4 times. Here I stumbled on an album I already have, and many of us do, Queen's A Night at the Opera. The nice thing about this is that it's a UK press. So there's the nice vanity labels on the UK press. Still a gatefold, and I couldn't believe it. I actually came upon this at the thrift store. So at 50 cents, I kind of I saw it, I spotted it, I was like, alright, I think I have 2 of those at this point. And then I looked at the label and I said, oh wait, that's different. So it's in fantastic condition. The jacket has a little staining on the back, but not on the front, and it's white, which is amazing. And being a UK press, I pounced right on it. Here's one from a band called The Rockets. Draw a parallel to Jay Giles' band, because these guys just fit right in with them. I believe they toured with them, but this is The Rockets. I think it's their 3rd album, No Ballads, if I can talk. Absolutely amazing album, and there are no ballads. It's just straight ahead, boot stomping, bar rock. You know what I mean? You walk into a bar in 1980 on the south side of Chicago, The Rockets are playing there. Killer stuff. Definitely check it out. I think I found one of their albums as a blind buy maybe 2 years ago and grabbed it, and ever since then I've been finding a couple per year. I believe they have 6, and they're all good. Here's a 1983 release from UFO, and this is cool. Making Contact. So this is UFO down 1 member, but still churning out fantastic music. And if you have not heard UFO yet, you absolutely must. If you're into, late 70s hard rock, British rock, UFO will do no wrong. And somebody asked me what this was. It was up on the shelf in I think my last video, and it's got a bizarre enough cover that I don't blame anybody for asking me what it was. In the same vein, here's the Michael Stanley Band, Stage Pass. This, just awesome. I've never seen any MSB vinyl out in the wild. This is the first one I've found, and I'm thrilled. This is just good old Midwestern America, blue-collar hard rock. Fantastic stuff. And I gush over these orange 70s epic labels. I'm such a retro nut. And I mean, just that orange color, the epic label, a lot of Nugent was out on that label, so you know you have something that's just hard rocking. And this was awesome. As far as 70s live albums go and rock albums, this has clearly been massively overshadowed. I wonder how. Switch it up a little, country rock, because Someone 481, who we all know and love as Dave, has been riding my ass to make a country video. Because I said I would, and I owe it to him, and I will do it, Dave. But here's some country rock. This is Mason Prophet. This is Mason's 3rd album on Ampex Records. Last night, I had the strangest dream. Man, if you dig the Byrds' Sweetheart of the Rodeo, or the Marshall Tucker Band's debut, which was pure Southern rock, you're going to dig Mason Prophet. Definitely overshadowed, under the radar. A lot of you listen to it and you research it, or at least I do, and man, I mean, people are all over the internet will just draw a parallel to, if you dig Poco, if you dig the Eagles, Pure Prairie League, and those, I mean, they're just the most obvious comparisons, but really, if you dig the Byrds' Sweetheart of the Rodeo, or the Marshall Tucker Band's first album, those are accurate parallels, because that's what this reminded me of, and I know those 2 albums like the back of my hands, right, one to the other. Another upgrade copy, Skynyrd's Second Helping. This is probably the only Skynyrd album I needed to replace. My vinyl was just a little too scratchy for my liking, and this came along for, I think, $3, and it was kind of a no-brainer, because now you can just listen to Sweet Home Alabama with no crackle. Fantastic. And the last one, this is Pete Townshend's first solo album, Who Came First. And this is full of material that Pete either, as story or legend goes, withheld from The Who, or The Who was not interested in as a collective. Which is a damn shame, because it's a great album. It's on Track Records. Now, I just saw Craig, Zappa21786, did a Who collection video. And Craig, great job. And he showed his Meaty Beaty Big and Bouncy Who album, and that's on Track Records as well, but on a brown label. So I thought it would be cool to pull this out and show the silver label, and how Track used to stamp their records down here with a sticker that said Track Records, and they were covering up the Decca print, because Track is nothing but an offshoot or an imprint of the Decca label. So that is very awesome. It's a great album. If you're kind of thinking about checking it out, sorry, I got albums falling. It's a lot like Empty Glass, Pete Townshend's later solo LP. Real rocky. It was very good. Figure this is what, 71, 72? So you're right around Quadrophenia, right around that time, after Tommy. Good stuff. But anyways, everyone in the vinyl community, probably my last vinyl update before Christmas. I'll be back with a couple more videos I want to get to making. Everybody in the VC, stay safe, stay warm, have fun, enjoy the holiday. If you're celebrating Christmas, have a great time, and no matter what you're celebrating, thanks again for being a huge part, everybody that watches this, of the vinyl community in your own special way. Now kick back, enjoy, and have a beer for me, damn it. Everyone take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.